Jabari,
Yes, father.
I'm turning in for the night.
Okay, I'm going to stay up for a little longer by the fire.
All right, but don't stay up for too long. We're leaving tomorrow by the crack of dawn. We've got a long trip ahead of us, especially with our precious cargo.
Okay, I promise I'll head to bed soon. Well, I think it's about time I call it a night. I don't want to be too tired come morning.
Hey kid.
Son of a.
I heard you and your daddy found a really nice treasure. What say you hand it over to me and we won't have any trouble here?
You're kidding, right?
Afraid not. You see, I be a treasure hunter, and I'm always on the hunt for the finest jewels and riches. I'm even willing to be nice and pay you and your father a large sum of cash for the treasure you both found. So what do you say?
You must be taking me for some kind of fool. I know how people like you operate, so don't think that I'm falling for the lies coming out of your mouth. Now get out of here before I wake up my dad.
Oh, I don't think you'll have the chance to wake your daddy up. As a treasure hunter, I always come prepared, so if you even think of making one false move, then you ain't going to see the light of day again. But if you hand over the goods to me, then I will do a solid and will spare you your life.
I have a different idea in mind. Are you a duelist?
What if I am?
Since me and my father earned those jewels rightfully, you'll have to rightfully earn them yourself. Here's the deal on the table, we have a duel. And if I win, then you leave empty-handed and never come back. But if you win, you'll get to take the riches, and I'll even put my own life on the line as well.
Those are some pretty high-stake conditions there. Alright kid, you've got yourself a deal.
Alright, but let's duel somewhere away from the campsite. It would be a shame if my father was awakened by the sounds of our duel.
You bring up a good point there. Well, lucky for us, I know the perfect spot where we can duel. Grab your duel desk and follow me. You're sure that you want to go through with this, kid? If you lose, you are a dead man.
My father always taught me to do the right thing and to not be afraid. Hence why I was given the name Jabari, which, in Egypt, stands for brave one.
Suit yourself. Let us get started.
Yes, indeed. It's time to duel. I will let you go first.
Well, that's mighty kind of ya. But I think you will come to regret that. I'll begin by activating the spell card, Gem Knight Fusion. I'll use this to fuse Gem Knight Lapis and Gem Knight Obsidian in my hand. I fusion summon. Grace us with your shining beauty, Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli. Since Gem Knight Obsidian was sent from my hand to the graveyard, I can use its effect to special summon Lapis back from my graveyard in defense mode. Next, I'll call forth Gem Knight Alexandrite. I will use its effect immediately, sending it to the graveyard in order to summon a Gem Knight normal monster from my deck. Come forth, Gem Knight Crystal. And then I'll take advantage of the current situation by activating Lapis Lazuli's effect. I send Gem Knight Garnet from my deck to the graveyard, in order to deal 500 points of damage to you for every special summoned monster on the field. I then activate Gem Knight Fusion's additional effect. I banish Obsidian from the graveyard to put my fusion spell back in my hand. Lastly, I'll set this card face down. That will end my turn.
Fine by me. My turn. Draw. I'll summon this card to the field. Sentry Soldier of Stone. Then, when I normal summon a rock-type monster onto my field, I can also summon out my Gorgonic Gargoyle. Now, with my 2 level 3 monsters, I shall build the overlay network. I exceed summon. Gorgonic Guardian.
You're going to have to do better than that.
I activate Gorgonic Guardian's special ability. By detaching one of her overlay units, I reduce Gem Knight Crystal's attack points to 0. But that's not all. You see, once a turn my Guardian can destroy a monster on the field that has 0 attack points, meaning your Gem Knight Crystal shatters.
Unbelievable.
And since I detached my Sentry Soldier of Stone, I can use its effect from my graveyard, allowing me to resurrect it to my field. Next, I play an equip spell, Megamorph. I equip it to Gorgonic Guardian, which doubles her original attack since I have fewer life points than you. Battle, Gorgonic Guardian, attack is Lady Lapis Lazuli. Gorgonic Frenzy. Then my Sentry Soldier of Stone will attack Lapis. And with that, all of your monsters have been destroyed. I'll place this card face down, and end my turn.
You may have somehow managed to take out all of my monsters, but one of them is coming back. Activate trap card, Birthright. I'll use it to bring back Gem Knight Crystal. Now it's my turn. Draw. I will use my Pot of Extravagance. This will banish 6 random cards in my extra deck face down and replenish my hand with 2 new cards.
That's quite the risk you're taking. Gem Knights are notorious for taking advantage of their fusion summons.
Taking risks are part of being a treasure hunter, and the same applies for dueling. And taking the risk with Extravagance paid off, because I drew this card. Twin Twisters. By discarding the Gem Knight fusion in my hand, your Megamorph and your set card are both destroyed.
I'll chain by activating Gorgonic Guardian's special ability, detaching her final material to reduce Crystal's attack to 0. I'll also activate my trap card. Butter Spy Protection. This switches my Sentry Soldier of Stone into defense mode. Also, any damage I would take this turn will be cut in half.
It doesn't matter, I'll just focus on inflicting as much damage as I can. I'll summon this card. Gem Armadillo. I'll use its effect to dig into my deck and add another Gem Knight Obsidian to my hand. Then I'll show you something you've probably never seen before. I now use Gem Knight Crystal and Gem Armadillo to create my circuit. I link summon, link 2, Gem Knight Phantom Quartz.
What in the world is a link summon?
Wow, you really haven't kept up to date all that well, have you? Well, I doubt someone like you could understand how link monsters work. Allow me to give you a demonstration. When Phantom Quartz is link summoned to the field, I can add any gem card in my deck directly to my hand, like my Gem Knight Tourmaline. But that's not all my link monster can do. Thanks to Quartz's second ability, I can pay 1000 life points and fusion summon a Gem Knight by returning materials in my graveyard or banished zone to my deck. I fuse Gem Knight's Crystal, Garnet and Lapis in my graveyard, in order to fusion summon the most precious of my knights. Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond. I activate Lady Brilliant Diamond's special ability. I send Quartz to the graveyard and summon one Gem Knight fusion monster from my extra deck, ignoring summoning conditions. Come forth, Gem Knight Zirconia. Oh, and now that Quartz is in my graveyard, I can banish it to return Gem Knight fusion I discarded earlier this turn back to my hand. Then, I'll activate Gem Knight Fusion, fusing together Gem Knight Tourmaline and Gem Knight Obsidian in my hand. I fusion summon Gem Knight Prismora. And let's not forget about Obsidian's ability, since I sent it to the graveyard with an effect. Meaning that Gem Knight Tourmaline is special summoned from my graveyard. Then I banish Gem Knight Obsidian from my graveyard to once again get back my Gem Knight Fusion. But rather than use it to fusion summon, I'll discard it from my hand to activate Gem Knight Prismora's special ability, destroying your Sentry Soldier of Stone. You are very lucky, kid. Had you not activated your Butter Spy protection, I would have had enough damage to finish you in one blow. Lady Brilliant Diamond, slash and destroy that Gorgonic Guardian. Now time for you to feel the onslaught of the rest of my Gem Knights. Prismora, Zirconia, and Tourmaline. Direct attack. You better come up with something good, kid. Otherwise, this duel will be over in no time flat, and you will lie in defeat, and dead on the ground. I'm done, it's your move.
You may have gained the upper hand now. But I'm going to make a comeback and defeat you. It's my turn, I draw. First I activate the spell card, Swords of Revealing Light. While it's in play, you are not allowed to conduct any attacks on me for the next 3 of your turns. I'll then set 1 card face down. Then I'll activate another spell card, Card of Demise. I draw until I have 3 cards in my hand, but my entire hand has to be discarded at the end of the turn. I'll set 1 monster, and then set another card face down. That's it from me. And since I've reached my end phase, the last card in my hand is discarded into my graveyard.
Well, a lot of good that did for you. You can't just win with defense alone. And if you think Swords of Revealing Light are going to save you from my attacks, you are wrong. Let me show you. I draw. First I use Lady Brilliant Diamond's special ability, sending Gem Knight Tourmaline to the graveyard to once again summon any Gem Knight fusion monster. I'll bring out another Gem Knight Zirconia. Then I'll banish Gem Knight Tourmaline from the graveyard to get back my Gem Knight fusion. And just like last turn, I'll use Prismora's ability to send Gem Knight fusion back to the graveyard in order to destroy a card, like your Swords of Revealing Light. You're finished. Gem Knight Zirconia number 1, take out his face down monster.
My set monster was the Morphing Jar number 2, and since you attacked it, you've triggered its flip effect. All monsters on the field are returned to the deck. You won't defeat me that easily.
Don't test me, kid. Just cause my field was wiped clean doesn't mean I'm done for this turn. I activate the spell card Pot of Acquisitiveness. I shuffle my banished Tourmaline, Quartz and one of my Obsidians back into my deck. Then I draw 1 new card in exchange. I'll set the card I drew face down, and end my turn.
Looks like the tides of this duel are starting to change. My turn. Well, would you look at that, I drew my own Pot of Extravagance. I'll banish 6 cards in my extra deck face down and draw 2 new cards. Then I'll play one of them. I summon Magic Hole Golem.
That monster doesn't have any attack points.
You're right, but you're failing to grasp the true nature of my golem. It's a rock-type monster, and that means I can once again special summon Sentry Soldier of Stone from my graveyard to the field. Battle, Sentry Soldier of Stone, attack his life points directly. Now that that's been taken care of, I'll use my level 3 Golem and Sentry Soldier in order to build the overlay network. I exceed summon another Gorgonic Guardian. I'll also set this card face down for some extra defense. It's your move, Treasure Hunter.
You're not going to win this duel, I'm going to be the one who will stand as the victor. It's my turn again, I draw. Ha, perfect. I summon Gem Knight Alexandrite to the field. I'll use its effect immediately, sending it to my graveyard to special summon a Gem Knight from my deck. Welcome back, Gem Knight Crystal. Since Gorgonic Guardian can weaken a monster's attack points to 0, I'll need at least 2 monsters to try and take you out. Luckily I have just the face down to do the job for me. Reveal trap card, Fragment Fusion. With this card, I can fusion summon a Gem Knight by banishing required materials in my graveyard. I banish Gem Knight Alexandrite and Gem Armadillo. With these 2 cards, I fusion summon Gem Knight Zirconia. I won't waste any time putting my knights to good use. Gem Knight Crystal, destroy that Gorgonic Guardian.
Before it's destroyed, I'll use Gorgonic Guardian's special ability, detaching 1 overlay unit and reduce Zirconia's attack points to 0.
Normally in the end phase, Fragment Fusion destroys the monster fusion summoned through its effect. But I have a follow-up play that will get around that. During my second main phase, I'll use Crystal and Zirconia to create my circuit. I link summon, once again, link 2 Gem Knight Phantom Quartz.
Here we go with this combo again.
As you know, since I link summon quartz, I can add any gem card in my deck directly to my hand. So I'll add Gem Knight Amber. Then I'll banish Gem Knight Zirconia from the graveyard to once again return Gem Knight Fusion back to my hand. Then using Quartz's second ability, I'll pay 1000 life points to fusion summon one Gem Knight. I'll return my banished Alexandrite, Zirconia and my final Obsidian to the deck. I fusion summon the second most precious jewel of my knights. Behold, the Gem Knight Master Diamond. When Master Diamond is on the field, it gains 100 attack points for every gem that's in my graveyard. Also, by banishing a Gem Knight fusion monster from my graveyard level 7 or lower, Master Diamond can gain that monster's special abilities for this turn. I'll banish level 5 Lady Lapis Lazuli. Then using its new ability, Master Diamond will let me send Gem Knight Lazuli from my deck to the graveyard, and deal you 500 points of damage for every special summoned monster on the field. Lazuli's ability then activates from my graveyard, which will let me return Gem Knight Crystal from my graveyard back to my hand. Then I'll activate my Gem Knight Fusion, allowing me to fuse together Gem Knight Crystal and Amber in my hand. I fusion summon another familiar Gem Knight you return to my extra deck. Gem Knight Prismora.
This could present a problem.
I've done more than enough this turn, so I'm all done. And with the state of our fields currently, next turn you're finished. You have skill, kid. But it's not enough to defeat me.
Okay, it all comes down to this. I need to draw the right card, or I'm done for. It's my turn. I draw. You said my skills aren't enough to defeat you, treasure hunter. This turn, I will prove how wrong you are.
Oh, this I'd like to see.
Time to end this. To start, I activate my first face down. Back to the front. This lets me special summon a monster from my graveyard in defense mode. I special summon from my graveyard to the field, my Hierarchosphinx.
Wait, when did that get into your graveyard?
It was the last card in my hand I had to discard due to my card of demise. And my Hierarchosphinx is just the monster I need. With this one monster, I will offer it as a single sacrifice.
Say what?
Great deity of protection, from your ancient slumber I call upon you in this moment to awaken. Answer my call in the honor of pharaohs, kings, and everyone else, who you have protected since ancient times and through many battles. Let the ancient spirits of Egypt gather now in this moment, to grant you their strength and grant you power. Show no mercy to the evil that stands to destroy. Awaken now, great ancient dual monster. Exod, master of the guard.
That monster is gigantic.
Not only is it gigantic, but it's the monster that will end our duel. Once, and for all.
But that thing doesn't have any attack points, and you summoned it in attack mode.
I know, but I still have moves to make. I now activate my second face-down card. Inverse Universe. It switches the current attack and defense points of every effect monster that's on the field.
What are you trying to pull here, kid? Even if you attack, I'll still have life points remaining, and then next turn you're finished.
There's not going to be a next turn. I now activate my final trap card. Ghost of a Grudge. Since you have 8 or more cards in your graveyard, the attack points of all your Gem Knights are reduced to 0.
Oh no, but that means...
It means you've lost. Exod has just enough attack to wipe you out, no matter which monster I attack. Next time, you shouldn't underestimate your opponent so quickly. Now let's end this. Exod, master of the guard, obliterate Gem Knight Phantom Quartz and all of the treasure hunter's remaining life points. Protector's obliteration.
No.
He won't be waking up anytime soon, especially not after taking an attack like that. My dad and I will be long gone by the time he does wake up. Speaking of my dad, I better get back to the campsite, the sun is going to rise in a couple hours.
Do you see visions of the sea? To fly so high as you could be?